Hi, I'm Becca Otis from Five Lines Pottery in Indianapolis, Indiana.
And I'm Ryan Durbin from RD Ceramics, located in Southgate, Kentucky.
And welcome to Wheel Talk.
Hey guys, we've loved answering all of your questions so far. If you'd like to hear your question on the podcast, please send them to us on Instagram at Wheel Talk Podcast or by email to wheeltalkpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks.
We're live.
We're live! Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Becca.
And say hi, Isaac.
I will talk.
Where are you at, Becca?
I'm at Isaac's Shue studio, and I'm here throwing some mugs for him because he can't do it himself. And
well, it sounds like his business is a little bit growing there, and he needs a little help. Is that right?
Sure, that's what he's gonna tell you. He's like, no, yeah. Like a couple months ago, and he asked if I would come up or over and throw some mugs for him, just because he would love to have some on the back burner so that he can just glaze them up. I was like, heck yeah. And so it's the end of my month-long road trip is here.
Yeah.
So
ClayCon West was about halfway, or early third,
no,
first third.
The early third, yeah.
First third of the trip, and then Washington halfway, and then Isaac Shue back third. Cool.
Back third.
How many are you throwing?
Well, I was planning on throwing like 200, but I think I'll probably hit like 125, 150 the rest of the day.
Over how many days?
But he doesn't want to do that many handles, so.
No, 1,000, I thought.
Oh yeah, over like 10 days. I'm doing 1,000 total.
Okay. I was like, you're going there and you're only throwing 200 mugs?
That's what I thought. I was like,
no! No,
you weren't specific.
Yeah, I'm throwing 100 a day right now. But
yeah,
I don't really.
That would suck.
I love
with
ice,
handles.
but I don't really want to be here for 10 days. So I'm ready to go home. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and up my game. Yesterday I was learning how to make his form and figuring out like how to throw it fast. And today I threw 100.
Are they all the same like mug form, or are some of them for like decals and some of them are for like spirally, or they're all the same?
Decals.
Okay.
All decal mugs. He throws them a little thin. He's shaking his head because he doesn't think he throws them thin, but they're thin. But
Okay.
yeah, they're
Nice. Yeah, that would suck having to put that many handles on. Like, I'd be like, do we have a damp box big enough to store 500 mugs?
No, we don't. Yeah, I'm not jealous, I can tell you that. We were talking today about how it hurts our backs to put on handles. Does it hurt your back when you put on handles?
I mean, I never put on more than like 30 handles in a like session. So, I mean, it's like over.
Put on 10.
Really? Well, like, how are you doing it? Like, what's your setup when you're putting handles on?
I think we decided that it's because we pull our handles down from a carrot stick or whatever.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And it must be that, like you're.
Oh, yeah. I mean, your shoulder probably hurts like a motherfucker, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you have to, like, hold it straight out. And
yeah.
It's, like, not a natural position for your shoulder to be like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and you pull off the mug, right?
Yeah. So it's very short period of time that I'm holding my mug, like, out.
Yeah.
And I can do stuff, like, out in front of my body, so it's pretty controlled.
Yeah. Oh, also, Isaac has a cat named Mittens, and she's so cute and very feisty.
Very feisty.
Very feisty.
She doesn't want you to show, like trying to pick her up or something. She's not about that life.
No, I can pick her up. I'm going to pick her up.
Oh, okay.
Look how cute she is.
She's real cute.
She's like, why are you holding me?
I like the black fur, and then you got like the white whiskers, so it's like
Yeah. She's got little white paws. She's very snuggly, though. She's snuggly but feisty. If you pet her wrong, she'll slap you. But
She will not have it. Okay.
not having it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's been fun. And Karina is Isaac's wife. She's a great cook. And
So what was this peanut butter situation? What dish was that being served into? Or being made
that was
into?
chili.
That was chili. Okay. I figured it was
Yeah,
chili, but
Isaac puts chili and peanut butter.
I put peanut butter in chili.
Oh yeah, peanut butter and chili.
he just had a big pot of peanut butter and he just put some chili in there.
Little dot of chili inside.
Yeah, so he puts peanut butter and chili, and I've never seen that. Also, what does your aunt do? She puts peach juice.
Peach juice.
She puts peach juice in chili. That was a mistake, though. He said that
But we don't put noodles in it.
don't put noodles in the chili.
No noodles. Okay.
He said that she was making chili once, and a whole thing of canned peaches fell in. She got the peaches out.
How the hell does that happen? Are you making like a peach cobbler on the side and they just accidentally fall in? Or you're like, okay, let me cook up some peaches in this pan. Whoops, I put it in the chili pan instead.
No. I wasn't there. Were you there?
No.
Nobody was there. Maybe that's what she told you to make it seem normal. I don't know. I don't know why.
Hilarious.
So anyway, we had chili for dinner.
Was it good? Could you parse out the peanut butter? Could you tell there was peanut butter in it?
You can't taste the peanut butter at all. Why do you put it in there to thicken it up?
It's a thickener.
It's a thickener. Why don't you just put cornstarch in?
Because cornstarch is gross.
Cornstarch is normal.
Peanut butter's amazing.
Anyway, moving on.
I mean, that chili looked like a pretty huge pot, so that 1 or 2 scoops of peanut butter probably didn't really put much of a dent in it.
No. But anyway, Karina does all the hand building stuff in the studio, and she's really amazing at it. And Isaac does the throwing.
And he's really amazing at it.
And he's okay.
Yeah.
he's
So are you throwing about the same amount that you would normally throw at Rebecca's?
Yeah, I'm just doing 100 pieces. I think that we were talking about it earlier, and it was kind of I knew that I was going to come and do what I normally do, but I think that he thought that I was going to come and be a machine. And I'm not.
All right, I don't care what time you're working, just get 150 done every day.
Yeah. So, yeah, and also I'm really distracted because he's so funny and looking. And, and so I have to put my headphones in and look down. Rebecca was like, "Does he know you need blinders?"
You need to face a wall? Are you throwing facing a wall?
She goes, "Just start putting cardboard up around the wheel." No, I'm not facing the wall. I'm not. So
Makes it tough.
yeah. How are you doing? Where are you at?
I'm doing good. I don't even remember the last time we talked. It was probably at Claycon West, so
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what we even did. Well, we went to a comedy show this weekend that you were supposed to go to that you did not. It was good. We stayed in your place. I saw the cats.
Yes.
Make friends with the cats.
Infamous picture of Babs.
Yeah, Babs and clipping the toenails and stuff. Yeah, that was quite the task. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I've just been getting a lot of throwing done in the studio, and then today I was prepping. I've had this wholesale order that, not like a wholesale order, but a consignment, a shop that wants me to do some wholesale, and I've had their application forever, and they sent me emails back and forth of hey, we'd like you and stuff like that to fill this out, send us some photos. It doesn't have to be super over the top photos or anything, just line sheet thing with the retail, the wholesale and all that stuff. And I'm I put it off so long, so I've been trying to get that mostly together today.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I think our last contact was probably in October,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully they're like, you know what, the timing doesn't matter that much. It's just like, hey, he gets around to it. I hope that they're not thinking, oh, if it takes him this long to give us the application, then how long is it going to take to trust him to actually like fulfill an order? But I don't know. Hopefully they understand with the holidays and all that.
Yeah.
Because I tend to do that when it's like something that actually needs my attention for 3 to 4 hours at a time, and it's not something I'm already committed to. It's hard for me to like dedicate time to that when I know I have other commitments that I need to get done for, you know, show stock or other consignment shops that I'm already partnered with to restock their stuff. So yeah, but today also was, I think we're like 1 month in with my new studio assistant, so that's been great. She was just here. She was just here before. She's been working weeknights in here, pretty much 2 days a week. So she helped me glaze a bunch of stuff today and unloaded a kiln. She was real excited to see the stuff come out of the kiln because she helped glaze quite a bit of it. So that's been great. Been getting into a groove with that.
Yeah. Oh, and I saw that you had a story about how many pieces you threw today and what's your goal for this year?
So the goal for the year, I believe, is 5,500. Last year, I threw a little over 4,500. And yeah, I'm going to start posting every month my actual, like, you know, how I'm trending on it. So I started with January, and I think I hit 500 in January. I had technically 498 thrown, and then it was like the last night, and I'm like, I'm not going to not throw 2 pieces. Like, let's just get to 500. So
yeah.
So I threw 2 more mugs. So I hit 500 down, 5,000 to go.
Nice.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And I'm going to go throw 500 this week.
Nice. So you say you're ready to get home. Like, is that because you're just ready to like get back into the groove of stuff, or?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, and it's just like, I feel like I had a routine and then I kind of left. And now I'm like, after ClayCon West and like after like visiting people, you're just like, okay, I'm ready to go home and like get to work. You know, you like get stuff done. And then
is that because you want some alone time to like heads down focus on stuff, or?
Maybe. I don't know. I just had some ideas, like some good ideas. I've since forgotten them, but I had ideas. So, yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, and I want to like get into the studio and start throwing more cups and stuff.
Well, I mean, it seems like you've sold quite a bit of your stuff while you've been gone.
Yeah, I sold the rest of the fancy cups, except for one that I didn't realize was not out. One of my friends in Monroe, like I texted him and I was like, "Didn't you want one of these?" I was like packing them up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, would you take $350 for all of them?" And I was like, "Yes, yes I would." So he bought all of them. He ended up actually paying me $400, but that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like all the pinch pots were pretty much gone, and then the fancy cups. Are all the pinch pots gone, or most of them?
No, there's some pinch pots left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which is fine. I can get rid of those. Most of the cups are gone. There's probably like 10 cups maybe. So, yeah.
Love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Coming home to a clean slate, almost.
Yeah. Hopefully. I might take Isaac's pug mill. Who knows? For payment. No, I want the cash.
I'm like, you need a pug mill?
It's like Christmas when your parents ask you, like, what do you want? And you're like, cash. I want cash.
She's getting a check.
I'm getting a check.
Nice.
Okay, so what? We're going to do a review?
Sure. Yeah, Becca's going to read a review, and then I'm going to ask a couple listener questions.
Okay. This is from UA Nash in 2020. Oof. I always learn something. As a newbie, I always learn. Okay. I always learn something new on the podcast. Listening has turned into a Saturday morning ritual while drinking my morning coffee. We're like the Saturday morning cartoons for adults.
Thanks, UA Nash. I'm trying to remember what their first name is. I feel like I've seen the Nash part before. Cool.
I feel like I've seen the Nash part before as well.
Probably with some other listener questions too.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first listener question is from Green Cabin Pottery. It reads, "My mentor never did the mystery glaze bucket thing. How do you make a mystery glaze when all of my recipes are not from the same base glaze? P.S. Freaking love your podcast. Canadian fangirl."
Canadian fangirl. Do you have a mystery glaze?
Yeah. I just basically all of the, tools getting rinsed out. I just use the same water bucket to rinse all that stuff out. And whatever drops to the bottom, that becomes my mystery glaze. So
Yeah.
I definitely don't have all the same bases. I really just mix up whatever I have. And they tend to work out okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's more about like if you're firing with different temperatures of glazes, like that's not going to work out. But like, have you seen issues with mystery glazes with like base glaze like issues?
No. Do you have a mystery glaze? And yours works fine? Yeah. He says yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and I mean, I even have some pieces that are, I have like the Joe's Green, which is more matte. I have the Satin Black, which is more matte. And then most everything else, and I have one other white that's kind of matte, but everything else is pretty glossy. So
Yeah, and it really depends on what like your glazes look like. Like if you have more of like a dark palette or more of a green palette or more like green blues. If you have a lot of blues, your mystery glaze is going to be blue. But if you've got like a real mix of it, usually I find out that it comes out green. What color is yours?
yeah, mine's kind of like a forest green-ish. It
Yeah, I
looks
feel like
pretty
it's
good. It looks pretty good on. It's like a medium green. It looks pretty good on the speckled clay.
Yeah, I feel like it never turns out anything other than green or blue.
Yeah.
Purple and brown.
Really? Gross.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if you can like take what you have, because when I mix it up, it looks kind of reddish actually. Like, but I mean that could just be the red iron oxide dominating, like from my Tomoku glaze and my Inferno red and my floating blue. They all have the iron oxide in them, so it gets pretty kind of red. So I wonder if you could like add colorants to it. Like I'm sure you could kind of just like put some different colorants and like shift it a little bit.
I feel like it would be easy to make any mystery glaze a black. Just add a bunch of black mason stains in it.
Yeah. So, okay. But yeah, I would say just mix them up. I don't think the base of the glaze really matters that much. It's really just, does it come out like as a solid looking glaze? Like, is it smooth? Does it have pinholing and all that stuff?
Yeah. I even put all of my stroking coats in our mystery glaze.
Oh. Have you ever just done stroking? Well, you've kind of intermingled stroking coats, so it just kind of comes out to like a blah. What is it, like a brown? I feel like well, you're saying you just add it into everything else, so you didn't.
Yeah, like stroking coats go with the cone 6 glazes.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't having like customers that use stroking coats like dump it into a single bucket that's different.
Yeah, no, they would dump it into a bucket, and then I would dump that into like the collective bucket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably not really noticing too much because there's so little amount of stroking coat.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Next question is, it says, new to pottery, and I have a firing question. I want to do some pieces unglazed with a speckled cone 5 clay. They would be decorative items, not for food. Do I need to bisque fire it, or could I just fire it once up to cone 5? Pieces unglazed with speckled cone 5 clay.
No glaze.
No glaze. They're wondering if they need to bisque fire it.
So what you would do with that is that you would just fire it like a bisque piece until your bisque temperature, and then fire the rest like a glaze.
Right. So when
So
you
just
hit that cone 06 or 04 or whatever you normally bisque to,
yeah,
fire the slow temperature or whatever. So you don't blow the shit up. You don't want to do that.
yeah.
And then continue on.
Yeah.
Have you done like single fire pieces before? I've done it once.
I've done a few, but no, not really. Like I don't try to.
Yeah. I mean, most of my glazes they would run too much. I mean, obviously I've only done it once, so I don't have a big sample size, but you have to have good control of it and make sure that your pieces can like handle not running too much when they hit the temperature and going. Because if I'm going slow through like cone 5, like things will tend to run when it gets to cone 6. If it's, taking a long time. But you're probably babying it at that point. Like you probably don't need to go that slow to the high cones. Like you said, once you get through the bisque temp. So, and that was from Kenzo 1992. So, thanks for those questions.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Are we ready for the topic today? We haven't talked in so long. It feels weird.
I know.
Feels like we're off our cadence here, like the flow.
Well, we're also in like a different studio.
Yeah.
And I am, and Isaac's just like creeping, listening, right behind me.
He gets the live version. He's actually catching it live.
He was like, no, I want to listen because then I don't have to listen to it again.
We need those listens.
Yeah, it is Tuesday. Every time I talk to him, he's like, am I still the #1 podcast?
Are you trending up there?
Yeah.
So we get one of our groundbreaking interviewees.
You're groundbreaking. That's a good word. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
I don't know. You were supposed to cue it up.
Oh, well, you didn't ask me what we were talking about. We're talking about giveaways.
Giveaways, not giveaways, right?
Giveaways.
Giving away.
Giving away. And the reason being, because I put up a post because I hit 10,000 followers. That
You
said,
got the link now. You can link to stuff and do the swipe up thing.
I always had the link because I didn't always have the link, but then they like screwed everybody over and gave everybody the link. Now everybody has the link.
Yeah, they did that. They did that in stories like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. It was longer, yeah. Because that was like the benchmark, right? That was like my goal was to get to 10,000 so I could do the swipe up, and now it's like, what am I doing this for?
Everybody can do the swipe up. Stupid. Okay. So I put up a picture of a pot, and I said 10K! Exclamation points. I'm going to give way to all those willing to believe that giving away pottery helps sell more pots. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I said give away? No. Someone paid full price for this cup. I don't need to give it away. We don't do that around here. And then I did like laughy faces and then the upside down face.
That was great. I didn't read it correctly the first time I saw it. And then you were like, did you see that I said something? And I was like, no, I didn't. Let me look at that again.
And then, so like, I did it as a complete joke. I thought it was funny. Most people thought it was funny. There was one person that, and I'm going to read this comment just so that we have context.
Don't read out who it is, but.
What? Yeah, I'm not going to do. He says, for non-established artists starting out with giveaways actually work great to increase organic reach. It's awesome you are already at the point and you don't need to do this to sell out all your works. Others shouldn't feel bad or worthless if they need to do that to increase social media follows. So that's the comment. And then what follows is one of the other followers, they had a little argument all the way down, like forever. It's like
that person.
Yeah, with that person. It's like a 20 comment argument. And I have not read it because it's too many words. But but I think it brings up a good point because and I wasn't telling anybody not to do giveaways. I just thought it was really funny. I've done giveaways in the past. I actually don't sell out my work every time I do a sale, but I don't do giveaways because I don't want to give away something of mine for free.
But you're also willing to give things away if
I give shit to my friends all the time.
calls for it, like you will.
Yeah, but I'm just not willing to give away something that I've worked really hard on, like a fancy mug that was like $100. I'm not willing to give that away on a giveaway on social media. And it's not because I want more followers or don't want more followers. It's because I don't want to do it. I just don't want to. And I don't, as most of us know, I don't give a shit about Instagram. So if I have more or less followers, I don't care. Because I can sell my stuff regardless somewhere, whether it be in person or the people that have followed me for years and years and years. I have no intention of being a super large company. So with that being said, I don't like giveaways. But I do think that in some aspects, giveaways can be good. But I also think that in some aspects, they are not good. And so I think that we should talk about the pros and the cons of giving things away.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and just like some of the commentary that you just had, like some of the mentioning of giveaways being an organic growth, helping organic growth, like giveaways are not organic. It's not organically growing you by forcing people to go follow. Like that's inorganic to force people to do, like the opposite of organic, to say you need to come here for a specific reason. And then from there, like, are you actually going to be like, I don't see that as being organic to me.
Oh yeah. I don't think that even like that part of that part of the comment didn't even get to me. I don't think I actually know what organic growth is, like, until you just said that, versus inorganic. I haven't really thought about it, but
inorganic growth, I think, would be like a post blows up and you go viral. Like that's not really considered, or I don't know. Maybe organic is like a slow and steady, kind of like growing over time.
Okay.
And then I see inorganic as like something goes viral and you get this super influx of people all at one time because of this one thing that was not a natural progression. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. Okay, so in a nutshell, an Instagram organic growth strategy is a way of boosting your follower count without dipping into your marketing budget. It involves using organic, aka unpaid marketing strategies on Instagram that increases the number of followers your business has. Huh.
I mean, couldn't you consider giving a piece away as marketing?
Yeah, and it's a paid marketing because you're paying yourself, technically. Right? Because like that piece costs money.
Yeah, you're giving away your time and your physical like materials and stuff. I think most of the like not fun parts of the giveaway is just all the work you have to do once people like finish like applying for it. It depends on how you do it, I guess, but like if you do the old school comment, tag people and like keep track of interest, like that's a terrible thing to keep track of. I've probably done like 2 in my lifetime on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was like when I hit 5,000 and when I hit like 15 or 10 or something. And it was and then you like go to the, you go through these tools and stuff that pull comments and pull names, and then you got to put them in a spreadsheet and you got to randomize it and you got to, all whatever rules you decide. So where do we start? Do we start with like pros, cons? Like, I don't personally do giveaways anymore just because I don't like the work that goes into it. I will give things away randomly, but it's not really the typical like add tags. It's more like for fun. Like I did one that was, hey, tell me, like, guess a number kind of thing. Like I'm thinking about doing one that's like guess the number of shot glasses that I unloaded out of this kiln, while it's like a video of me showing like unloading a kiln.
Andrew Linderman did.
Yeah, he did that with the mugs, right?
Wait, I had something to say, because in this article it had 8 things that are, or 8 strategies to boost your organic growth on Instagram. The last one does say leverage competitions, giveaways, and promotions.
Okay.
So it's kind of contradicting itself, but it does say that like doing a competition or a promotion is good. So think about what kind of prize or incentive will attract your target audience. Remember, the more lucrative the prize, the more engagement and entrance you are likely to get. So
I think there's definitely a fine line of like more lucrative the thing, because any of those posts that are like follow these 6 accounts, we're doing these giveaways with 6 people, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. Like I have no interest.
People tag me all the time in giveaways, and I just like don't.
Like I don't care about getting tagged, but like the giveaways that have like 6 and 8 accounts, and they're like, you only get a chance to win if you follow all 8. I'm like, I don't fucking care enough.
Yeah, you're welcome to tag me on any giveaway posts, but I'm not gonna respond back.
Yeah.
But if you want to use me as a dummy account, you're welcome to.
Have you ever won a giveaway?
What?
Have you ever won a giveaway?
Absolutely not. I'm the most unlucky person on the face of the planet. Like, you too?
Have you participated? Have you participated in some?
I think maybe a few that like my friends, like, I don't know. I like one time me and Andrew went to the casino and we were playing what was the roulette? We were playing the roulette because he wanted to show me how to play. And so we both took $100 and no other cash, right? I think I took my license and $100, and every single move I made, I lost. And then
you got tired and you left, and then the person that you came with is still there for like 2 hours, and you say, I'm leaving you, like you did to me.
He was losing too, but then this guy was like winning every single one, and then Andrew was just like, just follow that guy. And then once I started following that guy, he started losing. And so
he's like, ooh, you're like a unlucky son of a bitch. Get out of here.
All of our money. And it was a Saturday night at Tulalip Casino, so he was like, just use the valet, it's free. All we have to do is tip them. And so we lost literally all of our money, like to the last cent. I think I had 4 cents left. And we walked out in the valet and we couldn't tip them, and I was mortified.
I'm sure that happens to them all the time, though. I mean, it still doesn't make you feel any better, but or them feel any better.
And the worst part was that we were planning to get burritos after.
Oh no! You know what you do? You gotta tip the valet on the way in so that you don't forget.
I know, you should tip the valet on the way in. Yeah, we were planning to get burritos on the way back, and we didn't have any money to get burritos, and it was so sad.
Guess you gotta leave 15 in the car, 5 for the valet, and then you go inside.
Yeah. So that's a life lesson for anybody that's going to a casino and use the valet.
You gave up on me. You just like walked away. You're like, you're gonna be here for another hour. I cannot sit here.
We went into a casino and
in
we
Biloxi, Mississippi, on our trip.
Money in 5 minutes, and Ryan was like gained all of his back plus more. And we're like, fuck.
I mean, that $20 lasted me like more than an hour.
Yeah, and then we finally were like, we're gonna go to get ice cream, and so then he followed us. Yeah,
I just upped my
we
bets
walked
a little
away.
bit and got done in another 10 minutes or something, or 5 minutes.
Yeah. We walked away, and Rachel was like, just because we're getting ice cream, he's gonna come. Watch, he'll come like right now. Yeah. So anyway, that's our gambling experiences.
Yeah. I've won one giveaway, I think, in the past on Instagram, and it was from Joe at Old Forge, and it was a name this glaze combo.
Yeah, that was an intellectual giveaway.
That's the kind of giveaways that I like. Not intellectual like you said, but it's just like there's something more to it where it's not completely random. There's like
Yeah, it was not a
you have a little
luck
skin in
based.
the game.
Yeah. I could maybe win one of those potentially, probably not. My humor never matches with almost anyone except for that guy that's sitting right next to me. Um, um, so yeah, but okay. Let's talk about the giveaways that we think work.
Okay. I like some. Have you heard of King Sumo? Do you know what that is?
No.
King Sumo is like a platform that is good for giveaways, but there's other incentives involved with it, and it's a
Okay.
way to host a giveaway in a spot where it's driving basically leads for you. So it's driving people to your mailing list, it's driving people to follow your Facebook page, like your posts. It's basically like getting you a lot of engagement on a bunch of different platforms because that influences how many entries people get into the giveaway.
Okay.
So it's hosted through King Sumo. Joel Cherico does these a lot. I looked on one of his things that he says like giving away $500 worth or $1,000 worth of pottery, and it's all hosted in there. And you go
How
in there and
many pieces of pottery is it?
what is it? What'd you say?
I said, how many pieces of pottery is it for $500?
It might not have been 500. It might have been more than that, and it was probably
No,
like 6 or 8 pieces.
no,
But
I think it was $4,000 worth
okay,
of.
whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, you know what I mean. So it drives people to the giveaway, and it's like, oh, you can get one entry if you just put your email address in there. You can get 5 more if you follow me on Facebook. You can get 5 more if
Yeah.
you follow me on Instagram, or and it just adds up, and there's like layers of it to
Oh
get people
wow.
to engage you on a bunch of different platforms. So that's probably how he has like 20,000 people that follows him on, or I don't even know. I'm just threw a number out there, but that's why he has so many people that follow him on Facebook or other avenues. Like that's part of it. And I think that's a good strategy to get people integrated into your mailing list, get them, in your funnel a little bit so that you can like market to them. I mean,
Mhm.
I think that's a way to kind of take a little bit of something, like you're giving something for the giveaway to be part of it, and part of that is that you're going to get marketed to. I think that's a fair like incentive as opposed to buying entries or raffle tickets or something like that. So were you looking it up?
I was looking up Cherico's Instagram page. He has 39.2 thousand followers. But I was like, wow, Joe Rogan follows him? No. Joe Rogan does not follow him. Seth
said-
Rogan does.
Seth Rogen. Okay.
I don't know. Is Seth Rogen that famous? Yeah. It is that famous guy.
His name's spelled different. It's Rogen.
Instead
Joe
of
Rogan
A-N.
is Rogan.
Well, I barely knew he was famous, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think
idea.
that works. I think that's a good way to do it. Or like saying only people that sign up for my mailing list between now and this date. Like I feel like that's a good incentive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's going to actually return you something, I think, more so than having people follow your page.
Yeah. I think that I was actually, after this whole thing blew up on my Instagram, Joe Thompson was talking to me, and it was funny. He goes, he said, we were talking about something. He goes, that said, you're still wrong about giveaways. And I had mentioned that I think they can be helpful, but they shouldn't be pressured. And I do feel like giveaways nowadays are pressured.
Like there's an expectation that when you hit a certain milestone, you will be giving something away.
Yeah.
Or
I
if
think
you have historically given things away, you're known to be a giveawayer.
A giveawayer. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that if you hit 10,000 people, 12,000, 15,000 people, 20,000 people, that you should be giving something away. No. I think that is absolutely ridiculous.
Who puts that pressure, though?
Society, Ryan.
I know, but if you don't historically do giveaways, who's putting that pressure on you?
Oh, no, nobody. But everybody does them, and I feel like a lot of new potters that maybe feel like they shouldn't have to do giveaways or don't want to do giveaways feel maybe pressured to do them once they hit a certain milestone. Now, that's not to say that they can't. Like, of course they can. If you want to give away your pottery, that's awesome. Do it. So this is what Joe said, and I asked him if I could quote from him. I told him, if the giveaway is to establish growth, that's fine. But not like if you do I've hit 10,000 followers, I'm going to give away a mug. And then he says, yeah, I totally agree. There are only 2 times I use them now. When I have a new design and want the announcement post to be as visible as possible, and for the tools. If I do a giveaway for a pottery tool, I'll get like 10 to 20 orders from people who didn't know it existed and can't be bothered waiting to see if they can win one. So they always pay for themselves.
That's great.
But giving away a normal mug because the follower count crossed a number, that's a waste of time. And I think that's something. He has a whole post on giveaways, and it's under
Is it on his blog?
How to Grow Your Instagram Following from December 10th to 2021. And he sent me the giveaway section part.
Is that the cover of the post? Is how to grow your Instagram following? Okay.
Yeah. And so it says, used effectively, they can be a great way to reach a high number of people. Who are you interested in who are?
You're having trouble reading today. What the fuck is going on?
There's a lot of condensed words that I'm not working with, okay? Who are interested in your content. Used ineffectively, they can gain a load of followers who are only interested in the free thing and won't engage with any of your other content. A typical giveaway would only have the requirement that people are following your account and tag a friend. It's easy to see how this might add a load of followers who aren't interested in your work if you have a broadly appealing prize. However, they can be very successful if the prize is only of interest to the followers you want. An example would be the foot trimming tool, as it only appeals to potters. Nobody else is going to bother following in order to try and win it. So I think that's pretty.
Oh, that's good. It's kind of like a niche thing. Like if I did a giveaway of like a yarn bowl, like you're not going to get people that don't knit that get a yarn bowl because they're going to be like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Right, totally. Hey, Isaac, talk about the giveaways, those one giveaways.
Plant people?
Yeah.
So I don't know how I came across her, but her name is Rachel Thompson, and her handle is I Wet My Plants. And she's a plant lady, and she just has a humongous following. I think when I reached out to her, she had like 16,000. But I just started thinking, like, if I keep doing the same giveaways as all of my friends are, I'm seriously reaching the exact same people every time. They've seen giveaways, but if I can enter into a different, is it called a niche, where
niche, yep.
A different group of people, like there's where you're going to start actually following groups or getting new followers. No, it's not. Oops, I wet my plants. It's just I wet my plants.
I see. She's got some pottery in here.
Yeah, right. And so I started thinking planters. So let's go to the plant people, and I found her, and she had a humongous following. So I thought, man, this will be great. I reached out, and just said, hey, if you ever want to do a giveaway together in the future, I would be more than happy to do something. And we started talking and kind of became Insta friends.
She follows me.
Probably because I sent her your way.
Oh.
She follows me too, apparently.
She's super good with potters. But like literally when I started following her, it was like 16,000. She's like 60-some thousand right now.
She's almost 70,000, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it you donate something to her? She handles the giveaway and everything?
Well, it didn't happen right away. I actually just sent her a free line mug just to post about it, and that got me a ton of followers just through that. And then about, I don't know, 5 months later, she reached out and said, okay, Isaac, I have a giveaway planned out. There's going to be 5 plant ladies and you giving away a planter. I want you to have a wall planter that you can give away on this date, with a good picture with a white background, and you're going to Photoshop it, give it to me. I'm going to Photoshop a plant in it. I'm going to have the whole thing. She did everything, the graphic design. It all looked good lighting. She kept track of everybody's likes and comments. And so now what she actually does now is you can pay her to be part of one of her giveaways. And the most that I had ever gotten from a giveaway was 250, and that was a really good giveaway for me. And she
250 followers from it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. She guaranteed me that you'll get at least 1,000 doing this. And I was like, there's no way. And legit, after like 3 days on this giveaway, I cleared over 1,000 new followers. And they were pretty much all plant ladies who, the worst thing I did not plan on, I should have had a whole website like full of planters because they all went looking to buy. And I didn't have any because I just made one for the giveaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think like honestly the best giveaways that you can do as a potter right now is entering into a different market, a different subculture on Instagram where you're finding completely new people.
Yeah.
Because I can do a reel of me throwing and I get no traction because all of my followers follow every other potter and they know what the whole hypnotic nature of a raising being pulled pot is. Where if I break into woodworkers, they've never seen that, and they're like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's getting those unique followers who are not following Hammerly or Forest Ceramic Co. already. And you're kind of introducing them to our little corner of Instagram.
Yeah.
But I also want to do, like, when I think about it, I try to think, like, work kitchen utensils. What other little group is in the kitchen, like woodworkers? They're cutting boards. Charcuterie boards right now are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little pinch bowls Becca does.
Yeah, Bridget uses them in her charcuterie
Yeah, right.
charcuterie
They
business.
sell like crazy in our little gallery out here.
So you're saying do you sell some of their charcuterie boards? Is that what you mean?
I've got those out here, and I've got their wooden spoons, but then they cross-post my stuff on theirs, and I start getting woodworkers following me who want to buy little bowls for their charcuterie boards.
Nice.
Where we just try to get other potters, like...
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good option for, like, reaching new wholesale clients and stuff like that of...
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, would you like some handmade pottery with your fancy olive oils that you make or whatever? Like...
Or like chefs, like a chef.
For sure.
Like Rebecca and Michael, Jason Thomas, have this relationship, and they cross-pollinate, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
they cross-pollinate, and it's like super beneficial for both of them. But like, food people are pottery people. They just don't know it,
Right. We're like, I'm not going to go look for an auto mechanic because they have no use with pottery.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything household goods, interior decorators.
Oh, yeah.
Like, go look up Magnolia, follow them, and whatever they're doing, you do.
Yeah.
They love pottery,
Yeah.
even though they rip it all off, but like.
And then they take it to Target.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with like giving things away when it's not like solicited. Like if I'm on the giving end and like it's not being asked for, like I feel more comfortable about that instead of doing it because I feel like I'm obligated to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I've done a random giveaway just because I thought, hey, it'd be a good time. I haven't done one, and literally got 50 followers and gave away a $100 mug, and it's like that was not worth it.
Yeah. And like also we were talking about, if you don't have a very large following, unless you're doing a following that's saying like, hey, I'm going to give something away when we hit this amount of followers. Like how I grew my following when I started out was I said, hey, I'm at 750 followers. I will give away 2 mugs when I hit 1,000, and so it was more of an incentive to like.
And it's got to be a long enough period of time to where it's like not forgotten about, and it's not like you're just like grazing over it after like 3 months or something.
Right, and a short enough number to be achievable, And honestly, one of the girls that got my cups, I gave away. Oh my god, I can't believe I gave away an 8-piece, like 8 cups to one lady. She ended up becoming one of my really good friends.
That was a giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The things that we did when we were younger and stupid. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying that, like, in that post, I never said that you shouldn't
ever do a giveaway.
I just said that they're not necessary. Like in most cases, And also I think it was more important to be like, hey, you don't have to if you don't want to. I think that's I felt pressured to do giveaways when I didn't have to, And that's annoying.
Is that from your followers because you mentioned like maybe I'll do a giveaway, or
no? It's just like mental pressure. It's like mental pressure. Like you see somebody doing a giveaway and you're like, oh, I should do a giveaway because everybody's doing a giveaway. And then when I did TikTok, oh my gosh, so many people asked for giveaways. Like, can you give away something? You should give away something because you've hit 200,000 followers. Like, it's like, fuck you. Like, I don't want to,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's like up to you what you want to put your time and effort into. And like, if you don't want to give away a $30 thing for something that's going to take you 2 or 3 hours to like work on behind the scenes.
Obviously it's up to you, but some of us don't have the self-control that you have, Ryan. Okay.
I'm more like a time thing. It's like, how much time is this going to take from other things? If I've got to go through comments and figure this shit out, I don't want to do that. But
don't pull it off yet. Like, wait till it's
I like the mentioning of, if somebody else could handle it and like do all of that. Like, I would be willing to pay and give something away if it's like going to be worth it in the end. I don't know if the whole like promising that 1,000 people are going to follow.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Like, so I did that when I was like at 9,200 followers. And she said, I will get you to 10,000 because I wanted the swipe up. And it was really cool because there was like 6 plant ladies. We had our little Insta chat session, and they were like all like cheering me on. They're like, yes, you're getting so close. Only 200 more. Only one. And it was really cool because like they supported each other, but they all had skin in the game because they had all paid. I didn't have to. She just invited me. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But she was doing it as a trial to see if she can make a business out of this.
And apparently she can.
Yeah, so she sells insurance full time in Florida, and she's trying to get to where her plant account can like feed her family. And that's one way she can do it is she's really good at organizing these, and she takes total control, and you pay to do that.
I would totally do that. I mean, like
a well-oiled machine over there.
Yeah, if my life was totally dependent on having my Instagram account be successful, I would pay for that. But my life is not. Like, if my Instagram account's not successful, who cares? I don't. But like, if I was a full-time Instagram potter, I'd fucking pay for that.
And you're gonna pay for marketing one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, do you go for doing your own giveaway that you've done 2 of in your life, or do you pay somebody that's done 50 giveaways in the past?
Yeah.
And knows what to do. That would be like somebody saying, hey, I've never done a pot swap before. Can you like consult us on how you did this? And then we would be like, oh yeah. we could organize it for you, and if you pay us entry fees for everybody that joins is $5, and then you give us $3 of that,
Yeah.
we'll do it for you. Like that's a way that you could like incentivize that, like your time and your efforts of like what you know and what skills you have, like that it's you can monetize it.
Yeah.
Make it worth it.
I do, however, think that at some point, if you are below a certain amount of followers, a giveaway may not be realistic.
I have seen somebody who had 200 followers do a giveaway on like an $80 mug, and they had 3 people enter. And it was like, I mean, that was a fail.
And it's sad. Like, I mean, it's super sad because you want them to succeed and you want them to have a bunch of people post.
Mhm.
And if they're not, then you're like, like, oh, I really wanted that. Like,
I think at the end of the day, you have to be fine with giving it, like, that you're fine with losing that value of that mug.
that value.
Like, even if you get 3 people that enter or you get 1,000 people that enter, like, either way, you still have to be willing to part ways with it going into it.
Yeah.
No matter whether it's successful or it fails.
Like anymore, you have to be willing to fight the bots who make fake accounts to say that you won this giveaway. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna waste an entire day fighting Instagram because this fake account is hacking you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're a big account, that usually happens, right?
It's annoying.
I mean, I kind of laugh every time I see somebody doing a giveaway, and then it's like, okay, give it about a day or two, and we're gonna see the stories, and we're gonna see the post where somebody tags another account that's a fake account and says, "Don't fall for this," because I would be like, you just did a giveaway, didn't you? It's like that's gonna happen. I don't know. I mean, it seems like the only way is to go away from that default giveaway trend of like tag people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like some people just did a giveaway. You have to enter my mailing list. Like there's no tagging of a post or anything like it's like go to my mailing list. You're entered if you sign up, between now and this date. Or
I like that.
Or you just do the guessing thing of like, tell me something you're grateful for or whatever, and it adds comments that's long enough that it draws engagement, and then more people comment, and it's also like positives. So it probably draws more people to it.
I loved that one.
Who did that?
That Tom Kemp did that, and like that was when the whole world was like, "We love you, Tom Kemp." He was like, "I'm giving away a pot, and all I want you to do is tell me what you're grateful for." I was like, "Oh."
Or somebody did. I don't know if it was you that said somebody did one where it was like tag somebody. You will not win this if we draw you. The person you tagged is gonna win it. So like,
I think that was Tom.
Put somebody in there that you would want to win this pot, kind of.
Yeah. I think it was Tom.
Like that's kind of I don't think it was. I don't know that I've seen his giveaways. But
I know. I feel like
there's other people that do that.
It was a major fail because they kept tagging themselves. People are so fucking selfish.
Like they tag their other account.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Andrew did that, honestly.
I am so Andrew.
Yeah. That is so Andrew.
So
one thing that I found works really well for me, but my situation's different because I live in a really small town that's pretty supportive. We've started doing like real giveaways to real humans where we will hide things like you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
So like at our county fair, me and this woodworker that's in our gallery, we heated cutting boards and I did a mug and we hid 3 of them around town. But then we put all of our information, like our cards and our Instagram and our Facebook, and we're extremely thankful for the support you've shown us. And then we just, on our social media, we put pictures that gave clues to where they were, but didn't give it away. And it was kind of cool. Like you would see the whole town, like running around during the county fair, trying to find these things.
I'm glad your town was so supportive.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like those kind of those are sweet.
Yeah, but that's not a social media giveaway. That's just like.
But I mean, but it can be like it definitely can be.
I did that when I left Monroe, but I guess I just didn't do it like loud enough, I don't think. I wasn't loud enough. And I like hid them around town, and then all my friends went around town and got them. And then I hid one in a bush like super fucking hard, and I found it in December when I went back. No, it was in March. I found it in March when I went back. I hid it in December and found it in March or April.
But I think if you live in a small town, like it's really cool because people may not know that you do pottery in their small town, and all of a sudden, like, oh damn, look, I can go get a gift, and then they can call you up, and it's not necessarily social media, but it's sales.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of those are your best customers to have people that are local to you that support you, and also like will talk about you. And I just got this mug. This guy lives like 10 minutes up the road,
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like
if you have other offerings like classes or, sales and stuff like that you draw people there, then they'll probably become a repeat customer.
Yeah.
Like I would say 90% of our sales all year are person to person in our gallery.
Yeah.
Since we got it open, like before that it wasn't, but it's just local people who tell their friends.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, word of mouth is the best. Okay, but I will say, here's one thing. When I used to I think doing giveaways within sales is actually a good tactic too. So like when I used to do the
sales.
Yeah. When I used to do the flash sales or like updates or whatever, I would do an incentive. If you share this post, I'll give you a free pinch pot.
When you buy something.
And I've had over 100 shares on those posts, and that like I made $3,000 on just one flash sale. I ended up being like really overwhelmed, but it was
that was where you were throwing after you already got the sales, right?
Yeah. It was very effective though, and like so I think that that's a good way to like give something away, but also get something in return, like a guaranteed get. Like if you can give away a little magnet when, if you share this post and you say that you did or you show that you did, I just
Is that hard to keep track of?
No, because I would put all of their names in a spreadsheet anyway, so I would just say shared, didn't share.
Okay, so you would look at all the sales after the fact and then look back at the one post that they had to share? Is that what you mean?
No, I just told them they just had to tell me that they shared.
Oh, like when they bought something, they said.
Yeah, they could lie, but most people don't.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. And then you were throwing everything after the fact. So people bought, you had your money, and then you delivered it and shipped it and stuff. So I mean that was essentially like a wholesale order, like pricing kind of, right?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, the days when I gave away products for $10.
Have you guys ever given away gift cards?
Yep.
No.
Dude,
I don't have like a smooth way to do gift cards. Like I can do them Square, but if somebody tries to buy something online, they can't use it. They have to go through me at a show.
Then Weebly, like we have.
Okay, so what have you done, Isaac, with the gift cards?
So like we do 3 major events in our gallery every year, and this is, it's extremely local, but it would work online too. So instead of paying like $100 to advertise this thing on Facebook and they push it out, we give away 4 $25 gift cards if you share it, and it spreads around the local community, and then they spread out to so I'm in South Central Kansas, we get into like Wichita and Kansas City. And we get these shares like Oklahoma City and sometimes Dallas area.
We should mention that this only works on Facebook.
Yeah, this is not Instagram.
This is not Instagram.
Only Facebook.
Yeah.
Just because it's so much more local.
Yeah.
And so we give those away, and so I'm really paying $100, and it's spreading a lot more than the Facebook marketing team will spread it. The best thing about the gift cards is they win and they get excited. Half the people never use them.
It.
And the other half that use them, they come and they buy double or triple. Mm-hmm. So you get $25, but they're going to buy a $50 platter.
Mm-hmm. Plus, they have more. Plus, they have a better chance of winning if you're giving away 4 of them.
Oh, for sure. And they
Yeah.
love that because everybody sees, oh, giveaway, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to win. But when you have 4, they're like, hey, there's a chance.
Yeah, and like he's right though. When you if anybody ever like we have a storefront or I had a storefront, so people would come in all the time and be like, "Are you willing to donate to this and this and this?" 100% gift card.
I always
100%. Always a gift card. Yes, I'm totally willing to give you a gift card because guess what? They're never going to use it. They're never going to use it.
But lately, they've been pulling but we really like your art. We think people would want to see that. I'm like, I'll
Nah.
print that on the gift card.
Nah. And then,
So how
yeah.
do you logistically do the gift card in Square? Because when I look at it, it asks for an email address or something. I don't know if that's just the digital way to send it, but is
Yeah.
there a pretty streamlined, easy way to do it?
Well, yeah, you could do a digital gift card because then when you just pick the winner, you say, hey, what's your email?
Okay, so you just say like giving away gift cards for $25, and then when you find the winner, you get their email, and then you just send it that way. Okay.
I legit don't send anything. I just tell them when you come and buy, tell me who you are, and I will give you $25 off.
That's hilarious.
Oh, so you don't have to do anything.
Oh, I do nothing.
You're
They just
putting it
come
on
up-
them to remember that they had a
Right.
gift card.
I'll check them out, and I'm like, okay, 153.75, and they're like, oh, but I won the $25, and I'm like, oh, what's your name? And they're like, Rihanna, and I'm like, oh, great, you're right, you did win, and I just take $25 off of it, and they
Yeah, then
love
you
it.
don't even have to do a gift card.
Yeah, it's great. if they are not local, and they say, hey, is there any chance, like, I'm not going to show up to your thing, but could you send me a gift card? Then I do the Squeebly gift card and just send it to their email.
Yeah.
Love it. Because your
Cause-
site is still on Squeebly, so they can buy stuff.
Right. So if they want to log in on an update and they can use that on an online update, that's
Mhm.
fine. They can come to my shop and they can buy something there. It's super easy.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And
yeah,
like,
I guess I'm just overthinking it with the whole like, oh, it could be through Square, but if they try to use it on Etsy, then it like becomes a hassle. But it
Yeah.
could be just like buy it and then I'll just refund you $25 and I'll
oh my
mark
God,
the thing.
you could just give an
Right.
Etsy coupon code too. Like you could just send them an Etsy coupon code, be like, hey, $25 off FT.
Yeah, that's true.
But also,
Custom.
what was I gonna say? Oh, what I used to do if people wanted a physical gift card, I printed out a little thingy that you can just write the
The code.
code on a card, and if they bring that card in with the code, you can just type in the code
Mhm.
in Square, and then that code will transfer to the gift card. So if you wanted to give them something physical and you didn't have a physical gift card, you know, because you can buy the gift cards from Square, but you can also buy 1,000 business cards
I think
that
we
say
talked about this.
on them.
Or you just print them on your
Or just print them on your computer that say gift card. By the way, gift cards cannot have an expiration date, but gift certificates can.
Touche.
So anyway,
difference?
the word? I don't know. No, like gift cards are a physical card, and they just can't have an expiration date.
What if you close?
Then they're expired.
Quit being difficult, right?
Yeah, you're just
I
being.
think that's isn't that like somebody mentioned that was like a California thing, like in California you can't have expirations or something?
In
Or maybe
Washington,
that is just a standard thing.
I think it's standard. And I did close, and people were pissed that because I did a flash sale on gift cards where I.
Oh my gosh. Closing sale, buy a gift card.
I know I did a flash sale on gift cards probably a year before I closed, and if you got to the flash sale in the first hour, you got 50% plus. So if you ordered a $100 gift card, if you got a $100 gift card, you actually got $200. And then if you got
Diamond Core just did that actually.
yeah, if you got in like the first 10 minutes, it was 50%. The next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it was like 25%, and then it went down to 10% or something like that. And I like shipped them all out, and then I closed my shop down, and like I still have that one order that I have to do that place setting for Adriana. And
Because
she's like,
they had a gift card?
They had a gift card. They had $150 gift card. And I'm like, okay.
I mean,
No.
the gift card's just a great way to get the influx of cash quickly. So it's like,
Yeah. I should have done, and when I did that gift card thing, I should have done the Squeebly gift cards, but I didn't. I did just regular, like, store gift cards.
yeah.
But
Wow. Yeah, I was Queen City Clay did one of those during the pandemic, I think, and they did an incentive thing. So it was get a $100 gift card, you get $150 or whatever.
yeah.
And I bought like $1,000 worth because I was like, I'm gonna buy clay. Like, why not get more money?
Did you really buy $1,000?
I think I got I definitely got like $600 worth, and then I think I got another one when they were still doing. I'm like, they're still doing this deal. I'm gonna buy like another $500. I probably did spend $1,000 on gift cards from them because I spent 1,000, got 1,500 or something,
Yeah, honestly, good for you. That was a great idea.
But I mean, it's like they're trying to get an influx to like pay their staff and stuff probably. So like, hey, we need cash now. Give us gift cards, and then it's up to you to cash them. And I was cashing them over the year. So.
But honestly, like in a society that's super duper cheap, like Monroe was, those people that bought gift cards and used gift cards, unlike him, where they come in and buy a $125 platter, they were coming in and being like, okay, I only have $20. What can I get for $20? So like that, in that case, it totally screws you over as a business owner, because if they don't spend more than the gift card when they come in and buy, you're like, okay, great, I got this influx of cash, but then in a month when everybody comes in and buys all this shit, I don't have any cash. Like, gift cards are great at the front end, at the back end, they can totally screw you over.
Well, I mean, for the business, it's a big short-term thing, right? I mean, it's to get cash short-term, and you hope that they don't get used or whatever. Yeah. Or,
definitely.
If it's dollar for dollar, then it's not really that big of a deal, but.
And if it's an actual gift as a gift card, they'll never get used.
Yeah.
I learned that from the biggest company in my hometown, Harper. Like, it's called Harper Industries, and the owner's a really good friend of mine. And for his like administrative, like the high up VPs and everybody, he wanted to buy them all a nice piece of pottery. So he came and says, I will buy them each a very large serving bowl, or I will give them a gift card for the same amount. What do you want? And I said, well, just buy the bowls. And he goes, you do realize if I give them each $100 gift card, they're going to come spend $200. And I was like, give them gift cards. There you go. And it was true.
And they're going to buy whatever you have on the shelves that are already made. You're not custom making a bunch of serving bowls for them.
Right. And honestly, we made double because a lot of them probably would have not came to the shop. And since they did, they saw something bigger and they just paid the other half of it.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, in Easter, I had gift cards around my shop in little increments.
That'd be cool.
And then the golden egg had $100 gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was so much fun. And nobody used the gift cards except for one person.
Wow. I need to up my gift card game here.
Gift cards are where it's at. I know that we just started talking about giveaways and now we're at gift cards, but like
now we're just like, hey, do what's right for you. You don't have to give away a piece. Give away a gift card.
Give away a gift card. You can get whatever piece you want. Actually, honestly, I would so prefer that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's the Square thing if you want to use it on Square. And I can like do a custom code on my Square if they see me in person. Or here's the Etsy code if you use it at a show or online. Yeah,
exactly. Or they can just tell you and you give them a $10 discount on Square, you know? It's like you're always going to be the one billing them out.
Yeah.
Get them really entering your update.
Or give them, that's a good idea.
You don't lose any money. They just get
early entry to your update. So like if you're like a big artist or whatever and you always sell out, oh my God, can you imagine getting like all access to all the pots of pitch pine pottery before they go up for sale?
What's the incentive there? What do you mean? You're paying a ticket to get in early? Is that what you mean?
Or it's like a giveaway and you're like, I'm giving away a 10-minute head start on my update.
Oh.
That's
They
a
still spend the money.
yeah. So they still spend the money, but they
I
get
bet
like
people would totally pay for that to get early
people
access.
pay for that. If we did a raffle,
They're
if
paying
they
for a
did,
guaranteed spot. I mean, that's what like people. That's why people pay for like Patreon accounts, or they're on people's mailing lists, or
yeah.
I was in a shark show last year where everything had to be made about sharks, and they sold lottery tickets for $5. And what did they do? They selected 5 random tickets who got in 30 minutes early, and they made a ton of money
Really?
on $5 cards. And a lot of people were like, "Dang it, I didn't get in." But you could also buy 10 cards, and you got in. You got to buy 5 or whatever. Like if you selected all 5 were your cards, you got to buy 5 mugs early. So people were buying a lot of them. Like it's cool. It worked out really well. I thought, that's not gonna work, but it did.
Are raffles legal?
Depends on the state.
Oh, okay, okay. I know Washington raffles are not legal.
I know Texas is illegal.
raffles, as in you're paying for a ticket for like
Yeah.
with what is it with nothing in return?
No.
What's considered a raffle? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Oh wait. Oh, that's that. Okay, so a raffle is where you sell tickets for a prize, right?
The raffle's a really big gun in Mississippi.
Anyway. So the raffles that it's completely illegal, the states that it's completely illegal is in oh sweet Jesus. I don't fucking know. Alabama,
Okay.
Hawaii, Utah, it's completely illegal to do a raffle. But I think in most states, it's illegal to do a raffle unless it's for a nonprofit.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, but
What do you think about?
I'm not.
I mean, there's kind of those. I feel like there's kind of those raffles with pottery that I've seen. I'm thinking like Another Seattle. Have you seen a raffle that she's done? I'm trying to remember how she structured it.
I'm sure people do raffles. I mean,
I've definitely seen them, and I'm like, man, people will definitely. Or maybe it's also like donating money to something, and then you get tickets based on how much you donate. I know eSport does something like that.
Like if they're raising money for a cause.
There's always ways around it. Like a lot of people here will sell tickets for $5, and you're buying a ticket that has a number, and then later it's like, how do they word it? There's some weird way they word it where you bought the ticket. It had nothing to do with my pottery, but you bought a ticket. I just happened to find out who had that number, and I gave it to them. They do that with beer sales here, where you can't legally sell beer like at
But you're just buying tickets and they're giving away beer.
Right. At a Catholic wedding here, you cannot sell beer, but you can sell tickets, and this beer cost 5 tickets.
Oh wow.
So they're buying tickets, but then the ticket is now the monetary unit at this place.
Yeah. I've
seen people do that too. It's just how close to the line do you want to tread?
Right.
It's like crypto.
Yeah.
I think eSport does that donate thing where if you donate to whatever cause that they have going on, you get access to their second sale because they're so in demand that you get access to that shop all the time.
Yeah, you have to donate like at least $3 or something to like the cause that they choose.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. Like, yeah, because people love their seconds because their pottery is so expensive, and their seconds aren't really all that second.
Yeah. I'm curious if the like auction things that people do work at all. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where people will put like starting at this dollar figure in the comments, comment what your price is and tag the person that last had it,
Is that an Instagram thing? Like, I think that's actually not. Those are actually not legal too in some states. Like an auction like that. But people do it anyway, obviously. But
Definitely
yeah.
seen those on Instagram. Those were some old school
What?
things.
Clay, he used to do those, and they went high.
Lion clay.
I know another
Yeah.
Seattle used to do it
Texas,
for sure.
right?
Lion, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Katie used to do it, and it would be like this one thing going for like $600, and I'm like, holy shit. But when you're so desperate to get something because there's so much demand that like somebody will pay that. I don't know. I would never pay that, but somebody will.
Somebody will. Gosh. If you guys don't know who Lion Clay is, you should look him up right now. It's Lyon Clay.
He's the most.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, his pieces are so beautiful.
Yeah, they're so cool. What did he say about Lion Clay that he did?
He said he's the most humble, nicest human in the world.
He's just like somebody that like found his style, and he sticks to that style, and he does
It's like Layman, you know, he's got like that style just.
a few different variations, but pretty much all in the same sweet spot.
Yeah. His handles are cool.
You know what? I wonder like what motivates those people to like keep posting, because they stay in they're making the same thing for a long time. It's like finding it. I wonder if it's hard to find inspiration to post stuff when you've been doing it for like 5 years and you do the same.
I think those are like those people that are like, he's what, in his 70s maybe, or 60s, 70s, 80s, somewhere in there. I don't want to say how old he is. I don't know. But he's older than us. And you can tell he's been doing it for a long time. And I think that those are the type of people where it's just in their bones. Like, pottery is just like their life's work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that is who they have. There is no separation of who they are and clay. That's who they are. They are clay. You know? And it's just like they don't know any other way to do it.
You think they just love it?
Yeah, I think it's just like a pure passion. They have to
be making the same thing over and over. And
yeah. And I mean, you can see it. Like if somebody's not like super duper passionate, they're not creating a ton of stuff, and their stuff doesn't increasingly get more gorgeous. I feel like it just kind of stays the same.
Yeah, because at this point, when you've been doing it for 30 years, your incremental improvements are going to be so minute.
Yeah.
That it's hard to distinguish, but it took that long to like sharpen that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It takes a lot to stay with clay for that long.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I used to do we talked about giveaways, and Isaac was talking about the in-person stuff and local stuff. I used to do giveaways at the shows. I think we talked about this on one of our first episodes. I was talking about doing giveaways at shows to incentivize people to sign up for my mailing list. So I would have a sign up at each show, and I would probably get 20 to 30 people that would fill out my little sheet with my marketing thing, and I would drop it in a thing and pull it out, and this is the piece you're going to win because it's at the show.
Yeah.
And it was a win this piece kind of deal. And I stopped doing it probably in 2020, maybe mid-20, or probably the entire year of 2020. So it just became too much to, put it out at a show, and then am I getting people to actually like see it? I think my table real estate was just too cluttered for people to notice it.
Yeah.
and have space to like fill it out. So, but I think if I do giveaways sooner, like in the short term, I'm probably gonna might do that shot glass one where it's like, tell me how many in this kiln. Like that's kind of fun for me. I don't care about it being like a certain length of a comment to where it's like showing engagement or whatever. I just like, it's fun to have people guess. And then I might do like some smaller things like spoon rest or something that I'm not going to feel weird about parting ways with. Maybe a mystery box. That would be fun.
Oh, that'd be fun. I think I did a giveaway once where I asked people how long it would take me to make like 50 plates, like hand-built 50 plates. I think it took me 13 minutes. And like nobody guessed it. But so I didn't have to give anything away. But
because everybody guessed way over?
I think so. I don't know. It was hard to guess anyway. But also, I think it's hilarious. Like Sarah did a giveaway, my studio mate, and she was like, "Oh, I have to get this out right now." And I'm like, "Why?" It's like they didn't pay for it at all. They can wait a day. You don't have to ship it immediately.
I had a giveaway and I shipped it out 3 weeks later. Oh, somebody else reminded me. Did you ever ship that?
I had a giveaway and I shipped it out 6 months later.
What sparked you remembering to ship it out?
Looking at it every time I glazed.
So it was a very specific piece.
Yes. And I was like, oh, I should do that. I don't know how I want to glaze it. Oh, I forgot who I gave it away to.
How did you do the giveaway if it wasn't even finished? Or you promised, like, I'm going to give away a serving bowl or something. It wasn't showing a finished piece and saying, I'm going to give away this piece.
It was on TikTok, and I said the person with the most likes on a comment got the bowl.
Ooh, I like those. Those are fun. It's like,
those are
make
fun.
me laugh, or like, I'm going to pick out my favorite comment.
Yeah.
So, you got to give me something here.
Yamako actually did it was about 7 years ago for the Super Bowl. It was that show us your best bowl you've ever made, and whoever gets the most likes will win like 10 pints of glaze.
Oh, wow.
So I posted mine and like flooded everybody on Facebook. Go like my picture, and I won by like a landslide. And
oh, really? So it was just post something and put the hashtag on it?
Yeah, basically, and it just said whoever's picture gets the most likes will win. And instead of the pints, I was like, any chance I can get a bucket of dry glaze? They're like, yeah. So they sent me that. I forgot I did win that one. And then people were like complaining because they're like, well, he has so many more friends and followers than we do. And the Amico was like, sorry.
It's like, sorry, life's not fair.
How do you contest that? Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Life is indeed not fair.
We could have did like a little giveaway on that like the picture of Becca at ClickOn West, and it's like, what did Becca say, or what is being said? Like those would be funny. Our favorite comment is gonna win. What's that?
What did I say? Do you know what I was saying?
No idea.
Oh.
But some of those candid shots are great. Classic.
I guess that when I was cussing at ClayCon West, Chris said that some of the old guys in the studio, like in the audience, were like shaking their head and like, why do you need a cuss?
That's not ladylike.
That's not ladylike. Yeah. Do we have anything else?
I don't know. What's your next giveaway? What would be something that would get you to do a giveaway?
Nothing.
You're like, I just hit 10,000. I'm giving away. to not doing giveaways. So we're
And
good.
giving away. I just thought it was a funny play on words. I just wanted people to think it was a giveaway and then realize it wasn't. So I literally just like made up some shit. But what did one of the girls was like, actually that giveaway, non-giveaway was so on point with your brand.
Yes. It's like, are you new here? Like, what do you expect?
She was like, that was so classic. I'm like, yeah, well.
Yeah,
But,
where you just mock other things. It's like fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's just what I do. Yeah,
Like,
no,
don't take
I don't
yourself
think
too seriously. It's like, come on.
I don't know, maybe I'd give away some pinch pots, I guess. I don't know, or something. It's not even the monetary value. It's mostly that I always forget to give them away. And, like, it's such a
the effort.
process. Like,
It's got to
it's the
be
effort.
low enough
Right.
effort. I can look at a comment and see if it matches what I expect or makes it fun for me. As long as it's not homework for me and a lot of work, I can ship something out. But if it's a lot of work to get there,
Basically, if I have to type in the address to Shopify or to Shippo, I'm out.
like they literally have to come to me to get this thing.
I'm out. That's like my biggest pet peeve is like having to type in the actual address because I'm afraid that I'm not going to do it right.
Oh,
Or,
I
like-
get what you're saying.
Like, or it takes me 10 years. Like, it's terrible.
You'd rather put it on your shop and put a discount code that is unique, and
Yeah,
you don't even want to
I'd
do
rather-
that.
Penny.
I mean, I guess you could just go to the giveaway post and just like pick a random name. Like you don't have to actually like put. You can just scroll and then stop and be like, that person won.
You've done that. Have you done that?
Is this thing live?
No.
I've never done.
You know what I
No
you know what I
comment.
would do? You know the giveaway that I would do, honestly, is that I think that the giveaway that I would do is I would find somebody that I know doesn't have my pottery and is like a supporter on Instagram of like commenting and stuff like that, that's like always supporting, but I know that they maybe don't have enough money to buy like a fancy pot or something, and I would just send it to them. That's the kind of giveaway I would do. And like,
It's basically a non-public giveaway
yeah, like a private giveaway. I would do that. You know?
because they're gonna
And-
appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's more my style anyway. Like something that you give, like that's why I love pot swap so much, because you're giving something and they just like don't expect the amount of stuff that I send, during pot swap, and like that just warms my heart, when they're really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I think that that's like, if I was ever going to do a giveaway, that's what I would do. It would not be a social media giveaway.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
Uh,
Got some ideas with the funny comment thing. I'll have to figure that out.
that was good. There was
Funny
some
comment.
in that post.
Most liked comment. That's a great one too. Of course, then you get people to flood the comment and say, "Hey, go." I mean, that is kind of a task for people to say, "Hey, go to this post and like my comment." But
Yeah, I mean, if you do have, I mean, sometimes when people tag me in giveaways and stuff, like I'll look at the person, and if I like their stuff, I'll follow them. But I'm not gonna put my name in the giveaway pile,
mm-hmm.
because I know I'm not gonna get it. So
Love it.
I guess I'm really pessimistic in that regard.
Like, how much work is this for me?
Yeah. Oh, damn it, I have to put my name there? Or I have to find somebody that like is okay with me tagging them?
Just tag Wheel Talk Podcast.
That's just such a bullshit tag. Like, that's also the other thing, right? It's like, if it's a tagging post, like, I'm not going to go on somebody's giveaway and tag a something that doesn't even exist. That is literally the point we are trying to make, saying giveaways don't work.
Don't tag Pot Swap Official Wheel Talk Podcast because we own all of them.
Own all of them. Yeah, I mean, like, you can use me as like a bullshit tag, but also that's the point we're making, is that it's
Who are the people tagging valuable friends versus just people to get them entries that they know
right.
is just, okay, you can use me because I'm not gonna worry about it. That cat is so fucking cute.
I know. Oh, she's biting me. Why are you biting me?
She's in trouble. Karina just kicked her out.
Oh, Karina kicked her out.
Oh.
She's a little demon. She's a little
biting a
demon.
little bit.
I know.
Nibbling.
Hey, dude.
So wait, is it a boy?
No.
You said dude. Oh.
Well, dude is.
She's like gnawing on her hand.
Ow!
Like,
Ow!
Ouch.
God, you fucking
That is
cat.
annoying. Oh.
Dude is not. Dude doesn't have a gender. Dude is gender neutral.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely.
What about saying, hey guys? Is that gender neutral?
No, that's not gender.
I don't think so either. That's why every time I start my stories, I say, hey everybody.
Oh,
that's a really good point.
That is a good point. Look at you looking out. Look at.
Or I say, hey folks.
I'm really bad.
That's gender neutral.
I'm really bad about saying hey guys because
I commend you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I do too. I am like, I've always been okay with being called a guy, but
also I know that the majority of people that follow me are female, so
that's true.
It seems weird to just always say hey guys.
Yeah, I know. I do think about it though. Whenever I say hey guys, and then it's a group of women, I'm like, oof. Like, what if they're not cool with that?
Have you seen? I don't know if you follow Lindsay, but she says, "Hello, ladles and gentle spoons."
I sometimes say hello, ladies and gentle ladies.
Oh, my gentle ladies.
Ladies and gentle ladies. Yeah. Y'all is when we were watching Hannah Gatsby, she's Australian and she goes, I love the term y'all. Y'all is the most inclusive term known to mankind.
Yeah, I try not to say that because it sounds country, but
you are country.
I'll probably throw it in there every now and then in regular conversation.
You do. Y'all. Oh my God. Can I tell you something funny?
No, not allowed. Sorry.
You
already said we're done. Nope.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I
said no, Becca. You cannot tell us something funny.
This is great. So like when I used to do the word mugs, I had 2 misspellings that were like really bad. So mama, no, not intentionally. I misspelled mama bear because I didn't know how to spell mama. I spelled it with 2 M's. M-A-M-M-A. No, M-O-M-M-A. And then y'all, I put the apostrophe in the wrong place. When it said y'all need Jesus, I put the apostrophe after the A.
Yeah. Yo. Yale. Yeah, Will. Yo.
I think all these people that have mugs that have the apostrophe in the wrong place, so many.
You need to do that and then have like a little like decal that like points the arrow of the apostrophe to like point it to like go on the other side of the A.
That's like when I did my senior project. My project was called The Otis Micmac of Imagination, featuring Becca's famous balls of steel. And and I misspelled steel and I crossed it out on the wall and wrote it correctly above it.
You had like mentor... STEAL or something?
Yeah, my mentor walked in and she saw it because we painted the whole wall yellow, and I wrote the instructions because it was a game on the wall in Sharpie. And I've always been like this, guys. No surprise. And she walks in and she looks at it and she goes, "What the fuck?"
Because of the Sharpie on the wall?
Just because it was so sloppy. She hated it. And then the art history teacher was like, "I love it."
I mean, those senior shows, like, you can literally do whatever the hell you want, right?
No.
Like, they're just going to paint over that anyways, right?
I think I got a C in that. Like, you can get a grade for it. Like, from your mentor, they give you a grade, and I got a C. Who cares? Fuck you. I'm making money in art.
How did you spell mama, though? I was thinking M-A-M-A. You spelled
There's two ways to spell mama, right?
M-A-M-A and M-O-M-M-A, right?
Yeah, and I spelled it like M-A-M-M-A or like, yeah, M-O-M-M-A.
Mama. So you had an A instead of an O, basically.
M-A-M-O-M-A-M-A or mom. I don't know how I spelled it. I spelled it wrong though. It's like theater, you know. You can spell it T-H-E-A-T-H, T-H-E-A-T-R-E or T-H-E-A-T-E-R. You know.
I think R-E sounds more sophisticated.
Agreed.
Very much so.
And
That's
theater's
how I think.
like, oh, what are you going to see, a fucking movie?
Yeah.
And theater's like, oh, you're going out to the theater. All right.
The theater. What happens at the theater? Chaps who sing snaps aren't tapping anymore. They're learning choreography. Okay, anyway.
I think we only want 400 mugs.
He's like, get out of here, Becca. We're done with the mugs. We can't handle your singing.
Yesterday, we were watching Shark Tank, and then The Bachelor came on.
They're on the same channel?
They're on Hulu. So, like, Shark Tank ended, and then The Bachelor just started playing. And I didn't realize how much me and Isaac were the same until we both started, like, ragging on The Bachelor so hard. And poor Karina was, like, over here, like, oh, my God. She was like, you too. Like,
so are you ragging on the guy, or you're ragging on all the girls that are competing and stuff?
Everybody's free game. Everybody's free game in The Bachelor.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun to watch if you make fun of everybody.
I have not watched any of that.
Well, we can watch it sometimes. I'll watch it with you, and with me, you'll have a great time.
All right. Give me something to drink.
Yeah, we can make it. We should make it a drinking game. You can drink ginger ale. I'll drink. We can see if we can put you back in the hospital.
No.
Anyway, okay, we should probably go.
All
Nobody's
right.
drunk, but we're all.
Thanks, Isaac. Thanks for hosting us.
Yeah, that was fun.
We all learned some stuff. I learned some new giveaways, and got to get gift cards in the mix.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about how bad it was. We didn't. I don't think it's really all that bad, but I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think we said enough about the time invested. That's the bad enough part for me, at least.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Well,
all right. Thanks everybody for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Isaac, say bye.
Diddle-dun, diddle-dun. Hey guys, we have what do we have?
A Patreon.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
in the show notes.
What do we have again? Hey guys, thanks for listening.
Rebecca says that every time she hears that, she laughs.
What do we have again?
It's a Patreon.
Not the wheel dog, it's a different one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yo, higgity yo. It's Becca here. Hey, just so you know, thank you for listening. And also, we have... What do we have again? A Patreon. We have a Patreon that you should go, and if you want to donate to, you could donate to it. If you don't, that's cool too. But just Google Wheel Talk Podcast Patreon. Don't do the other one, because there is a Wheel Talk on Patreon, but it's not us. So make sure you get the right one. It's in the show notes. And also, leave us a review because they're fun to read. Okay, bye!